Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone's enjoyed the 4th of July weekend and had a wonderful Independence Day. I actually seen a lot more people be more patriotic this year, which is awesome to see. Like I said, I live real close to a real small town. If you blink your eye, and you'll be past it. But they had one of the biggest 4th of July parades they've had since I was a kid. So I guess Trump is making America great again. He's returning the core values, what it means to be an American, a patriot. Now, first off, for my viewers, this is more of a social experiment, believe it or not. Because I don't want to talk about what's trending. Although all my tags and hashtags is what's trending today. It's been trending since yesterday. Discuss the CNN thing. I mean, we haven't seen tactics and antics like this since World War II. I mean, literally, CNN is beginning to act like a bunch of Nazis. For real. But the worst part of it is, if the stories are true, they're going after a 15-year-old. Oh, wait, even better. Now, the other story is, if it's true, somebody in Mexico from January 17th did this meme. No, January 20th of this year did this meme. I can't remember what he said it was, but, he's put a screenshot of it, of the editing of the video. So it goes back to, where's your credibility? Oh, that's right, they have none. They have none whatsoever. And nobody's asking that. But you guys are trending the hell out of it. I mean, it's been fun watching some of the memes. But the fact is, it's become a distraction. What's really going on in the news? Real news. Not fake CNN news. Not that everybody's trending, Every time I go to Twitter or anywhere on the accounts, all you see is the meme thing. And it should not be that. Because you're missing something. Well, one thing you're missing is the real facts. I haven't seen a single person ask, where's your evidence? Where's your proof? Because we're dealing with CNN. Bottom line here. We're dealing with somebody who's been caught time again and time again faking news. False reporting. Where's your facts? Where's your evidence? We should be demanding to see it. That's right. Oh, no, they're going to use their little ploy. Because let me tell you, I can go, there's sites out there, I can go create a 30-minute email account and email me a letter that's apologizing, this and that. Where's your damn proof? Yeah, I'm calling you. I'm calling you on your bullshit. Where's your proof? You're going to have to pull this one out of the bag because and that's the catch, guys. That's why they are saying what they're doing what they're doing, because they know nobody's going to call them on it because they're protecting they're protecting him because they'd be sued if they released his name, especially if it is a 15-year-old. Somebody from Mexico, oh man, they're going to get rich pretty quick. I don't know if they could be sued right now for what they did. But nobody's asking these questions. You're just trending it. Where's their proof? I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if they did it. I mean, come on, guys. They'll do anything. Bad publicity is good publicity, because, well, look at Time Warner. They're selling, trying to sell to AT&T. Essentially, guys, you're giving them free advertising and spiking their ratings. You're putting value into CNN and Time Warner. You're giving away all this attention, so therefore they can ask more money to be sold. Seeing the game now? Yeah, it's a mind game. It's reverse psychology. One, I don't think they got evidence to begin with. You can't just keep reaching into the cookie jar. Eventually, the cookie jar is going to be empty. In fact, their cookie jar has been empty for a while. Just nobody's asking them to bring the proof. They can defend themselves all they want, say this, that. The more I hear about it, the more I see a lie. See another fake story. They can create a bogus email account and email themselves an email. I love the memes, guys. Keep it up. That's fun. That's been enjoyment. This meme, it's not so much fun, is it? That's exactly what they're doing. They're doing exactly what the neo-Nazis did to people to oppress true freedom and spreading a propaganda war. They had their own agenda. In fact, I don't even want to look at this image. Hope you guys enjoyed, because I don't. And like I said, this is more of a social spirit. I want to talk about something else. I don't want to talk about CNN. Who cares about CNN? Because I don't think that blackmailing thing is true. Sometimes you got to see the whole picture. The whole picture is Time Warner's being bought out. They're being sold. They're selling. Bad publicity equals good ratings. It ups the market values. It's reverse psychology. They've used that tactic and trick before, not CNN, but many markets. There used to be a saying in the marketing. Bad publicity is good ratings. Sometimes we need to pay attention to what's trending and not pay attention to it. You can't get a feed in otherwise today. Anybody to click on it, like it, or view it, because all they want to focus on is what's trending. Oh, did you guys know I'm just going to read you the article, because I thought it was important. People have been talking about cryptocurrencies. Well, come to find out, cryptocurrencies ain't too safe. They're hackable. But how many people would actually know that's... Because they're all focused on only what's trending. What the funny part is? I don't even see it trending in my trending feed. But my feed tells me otherwise. In fact, I've watched a few tweets get removed. Oh, you guys didn't know about that either, did you? My friend posted a tweet basically calling them what they were. He seen the same thing I seen when somebody reported it was a 15-year-old they went after. He posted, well, you know how they like kids. I went to comment on it, basically saying what I just said. Bad publicity sells. And I wasn't even able to tweet removed. So no, I'm not buying their story, but I am buying this story. Top 5 cryptocurrencies exchange BitHub suffers major data breach. Posted on July 5th, 2017 at 10:34 a.m. As if you needed yet another reminder, if someone calls you up and asks for your password or other private information, don't give it to them. Get a bit discouraged lately when it comes to securing our personal data. You're just going to have to bear with me through the internet issues I'm having. There are so many different methods being used by cyber criminals to get access to our data. To just allow access to our data, that it is tempting to just give up on the notion of keeping our information to ourselves. Cyber criminals use a variety of electronic means systems. Whether it is on your PC, contained. Yeah, sorry guys, this thing's just getting ridiculous. I don't know why I'm having these issues every time I try to do a live stream. Cyber criminals use a variety of means. Wow, really? Oh, don't look like I'm back yet, so. Well, apparently the stream's not going to go anywhere. Eh, this is just ridiculous. Well, let's try this again. Maybe this thing will stay up longer than 5 minutes into a stream. I find it a bit ridiculous that every time I try to do a live stream on any certain topics that it crashes out. But like I said, this is mostly an experiment. Where was I? We'll just start over. Maybe if I can even get this page to work now. Guess they don't want you to know about Bitcoin being hacked, do they? But, that's what I find funny. We get caught up in things that are trending, and we forget that a lot of times that's a distraction. If there's actually real news going on, important issues being talked about, being posted, they get overlooked over the trending stuff. We seem to be working and dealing in an area now where if you don't clickbait or you don't search the trending tag, you don't get anywhere. Oh, apparently I'm just going to give this up. Can't stream when everything's crashing. All right, maybe we can get this going. Part of the sucks I have to have this Hangouts up now, constantly in my way, just so I'm making sure I'm not being haven't gotten disconnected. There's so many different methods being used by cyber criminals to get access to our data that it is tempting to just give up on the notion of keeping our information to ourselves. Cyber criminals use a variety of electronic means to break into systems, whether it is our own PCs or those maintained by the hundreds of companies with which we do business. Sometimes it's a combination that does the trick. And web page froze up again. A breach in an individual's PC serves as a gateway to our organizational data and results in our information making its way into the wild. Such seems to be the attack on the BitHum cryptocurrency exchange. Such seems to be yep, we're back to the same issues again. Well, apparently, somebody else is going to have to try this little experiment because I can't. Oh, now it wants to work. Such seems to be the case in an attack on BitHub's cryptocurrency exchange. The news comes via hot from the local reports in Seoul, Korea, where the attack occurred. Apparently, a BitHub employee's PC was compromised and customer information, including mobile phone and email addresses, were stolen. The breach occurred on June 29th. 1,000 customers were affected. Funny how we're just now hearing about this. While BitHub asserts that no information was accessed that would provide direct access to customers' digital currency wallets, the stolen information seems to have been used in a voice phishing scams targeting individual customers. A number of victims have come forward claiming a loss of significant amounts of money. Makes no sense. You said there was no digital currency lost to people's wallets, but a number of victims have come forward claiming a loss of significant amounts of money, including one customer who succumbed to a phishing attempt and lost 10 million won, approximately 8,700 in Bitcoin. BitHub is a significant player in the cryptocurrency market in South Korea, owning approximately 75.7% of the volume. It's also one of the 5 largest Bitcoin exchanges in the world, trading over 13,000 worth of cryptocurrency trading volume, which make up 10% of the global market. Initially, BitHub is offering victims up to 100,000 or about $87. Not sure how the math on that. They may have forgot a few zeros there, but it says 87 point with a dollar sign in front. So anyone who suffered additional losses will receive more compensation. When the total damages have been calculated, it is estimated that BitHub will pay as 3 billion won in total, or around 2.6 million. The South Korean government is investigating with a number of agencies participating. While these kinds of attacks can be discouraged and seem completely out of control, there are steps we can take to keep ourselves safe, or at least a little safer. In the case of the BitHub attack, it was old school social engineering that was used to break into customer accounts. You need to be paranoid when deciding when to give out personal information over the phone. The bottom line remains the same. Never give up your secrets unless you are absolutely certain who you are talking to. Never give anyone your password or other credentials. So they're basically blaming on people, besides the fact that, opening statement here was one of their employees' computer was hacked. The news comes via hot for security based on information from some local reports in Seoul, Korea, where the attack occurred. Apparently, a BitHub employee's PC was compromised. I thought the idea was with cryptocurrency, it's supposed to be safer. But since it seems to be dealing with Bitcoin, I guess, with Ethereum out there being backed by banks, and PayPal. I think we can see where that's leading to. You know, crash Bitcoin and you become the next cryptocurrency to take over the market. That's the other thing. You know, why is Bitcoin, you know, I keep hearing also it's anonymous, there's only so much. Why is it in a global market being traded the way it is? You know, that's no better than what we got now. But you guys, you know, like I said, you guys probably didn't even see that tweet come up or be shared because, you know, we're all caught up on the CNN blackmailing thing, which seems to be the #1 trending thing for 2 days now. And, you know, of course, we had Project Veritas come out today, which is awesome. Keep it up. I enjoy seeing that, but the point is, it's becoming a distraction now. People are missing news, real news. You know, most people, they follow what's trending. Trending's not good. I mean, I can play the trending game all day long. But is that me being honest? Is that me bringing you the right information? I mean, if we want to do trending, I can do trending stuff all day long. It's boring because there's real stories out there. And like I said, if we're going to do something that's trending like that, let's ask real questions. Demand to see the evidence. Oh, that's right, they can't. They're going to claim, oh, no, we can't give out his information. Can't give. Well, I tell you what, you can redact that stuff and put it out there. And then we'll know, you know, if it came from somewhere that recognizable or someone's not buying the story. You have no credibility. None. You're pushing propaganda. And then you made it even worse by going about talking about it this morning. Oh, you need to learn how to lie when you lie. You're not even good at that. You know, I love the memes, guys. That's fun. It's been funny. It's been enjoyable, but let's not fall into, become victims and miss something very important that's going on. You know, like I said, this is more of a social experiment. I'm going to end up taking this video down and I actually do put the title and tags that I originally had in this video and redo it since I couldn't get crap to get run right, and see if I can redo that Bitcoin story. I thought that was kind of important. It's information people need to know. Unfortunately, I can't get past, you know, the trending stuff, the clickbait. So if I'm not jumping on the bandwagon, you know, I can't get my messages out. That's the same problem all of our truths or communities having. You know, we put stuff out there, but we can't get past the clickbait, the fake news, trending stuff, or the stuff that's meant to be trending to distract everyone. And what they're distracting from you is real people, real stories, real news. CNN's not real news. None of them are. You've got citizen journalists on many platforms that are bringing you real stuff. Make their stuff trend. You know, show them. You want to hurt CNN and all of them? That's how you hurt them. Start sharing the alt news, the citizen journalists' stuff, and ignoring CNN. Because all you're doing is making it so they get sold, Time Warner gets sold at a higher price. Most people forget that CNN's part of Time Warner and they're being sold. AT&T is trying to buy them out. You know, and honestly, here's my hope. I hope they don't allow it. Because, you know, we could push the issue. That's a monopoly if AT&T gets it. If Time Warner is going to go under, let it go under. That'll teach them for not cleaning house to begin with. Maybe Time Warner should look at some of these citizen journalists out there and start giving them spots. You might get more viewers. You might see your ratings increase because people want to hear the real news. They want to hear real stories. They don't want to hear somebody say, "Oh, he apologized. Where's your facts?" I want the facts. Until you can show me facts, you're just another fake news. It's all you got caught too many times. You have no credibility. So now you're going back to the old adage of bad publicity equals good ratings. Good publicity, as we know, don't sell. There should be a lesson in it for all of you on that one. Nothing wrong with the memes, guys. Keep it up, especially if it's making them mad. But hey, if nobody's tuning into them, what can they do? Nothing besides go under. Right now, you're giving them such bad publicity that's actually it's like ratings. It's increasing their value. Like I said, then plus, there's been a couple stories floated around today. One, I actually hope it wasn't a 15-year-old kid. But hey, we'll never know because they're not going to tell the truth. And they know they can't share and release that information because they'd be breaking the law. Hence why I don't buy the story. Like I said, there's many sites out there where you can create a 30-minute email account. Create a name, username. You can even create a few pages so if anybody does a little back searching that, okay, this person's legit, might be legit. And, who knows, they might have had some dummy accounts from years ago that they just keep for backup just in case of emergencies. I don't buy the story. Just like, like I said, hey, there's somebody in Mexico that's claiming they made it. They got screenshots of the images and stuff as it was being made. Don't know. Yeah, that's the beautiful part about the net. And people that are anonymous, they cover their trails. It's kind of hard to really know who it was. I'm not buying it was a 15-year-old. I'm not buying the story's even real. I'm thinking they made it all up, including the email. Like I said, they have no credibility. And really, all it's about is publishing a brand that's dead to increase the value while it's being sold. Personally, I think everyone should stand up and tell AT&T, don't buy them. Let Time Warner die. Obviously they don't care about us because if they did, they'd have shut CNN down and replaced every single one of them. If they wanted to keep CNN, they'd just fire every last one of them, hire new reporters. There's tons of good reporters out there, citizen journalists. Oh, wait, they don't want real news because they've learned real news don't sell. But in fact, it does. We're seeing it every day with the citizen journalists. We're seeing more people visit the citizen journalists, rely on them for the news, rely on them for the truth. I'm seeing more real stories now on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter being shared than what you'll see on TV. I'm seeing more local news stepping up. You know, not to say I trust all the local news either. You know, they've bought into the corporate affiliations as well. But in the end, guys, like I said, and I told you a couple weeks ago that I'm going to be doing a few experiments, and this is one of them. This is a social experiment. Let's see if I can't jack some views just by using the trending tags and the trending words. I mean, I'm doubting it, but if I get more than 9 views, I actually did something. I don't think I can get past the algorithms on YouTube that'll stop this from going out. But don't know. Don't know until you do some investigating on your own and trying. You know, wish I didn't have the hiccups in the beginning of this video. But it is interesting. It's interesting. I've been watching viewers come in and out. Plus, I want to see what it does on the other platforms that it got shared on. It's a big experiment. Because, like I said, I'm not buying the story that they're feeding. I'm getting tired of the trending news, things that are trending being taken for face value or truth. It's becoming a distraction. It's distracting from real news, real truth. And we need to stop it or get used to the catching trends and hearing a different story. You know, there's more than one way to play the game. That's something, you know, I want to show you guys. The experiment fails, I'll admit it, tell you, hey, it didn't work. Maybe somebody can figure something else out. We keep trying new things and we keep ending back to square one. You know, admitting the tags don't work because then you're not getting nobody except for your followers. Well, if you don't got many followers, it's only your followers are getting it. And sometimes they're not even getting the notifications. So it's not a been, you know, win-win here. Something has to change. Either we have to change, which me personally I think by changing, you know, there is an old saying, you know, you can't beat them, join them. I kind of discussed that, how people infiltrating groups and stuff. You got to remember, you want to use reverse psychology, we can do it too. We can play the game just as good as anyone else out there. Some of us better. I just don't get why social media this day is being ran by the trending stuff. And it's being used against you. You know, how many people know about the 5 states that are on the verge of filing bankruptcy? Now, I'm sure everybody knows that North Korea, I hope everybody knows that North Korea launched a ballistic missile that was in the air for 41 minutes or 45 minutes, and that traveled over 500 miles. You know, add another 500 to that, and some change, and you're almost in Alaska. How many people know that the U.S. called for an emergency meeting with the UN? You know, I'm pretty sure most of my followers do. I've enjoyed some of the followers that I've gotten. They're like-minded, open-minded. And they call BS for what it is. But hey, what do I know? So I'm forced to sit back here and do experiments to try to figure out, find the loophole to get around things. So I can get real news or real stories out to you guys. You know, Bitcoin, that was kind of an important story. Nice. They need to know it's being hacked. It's just like people need to know that Ethereum's being backed by banks. So that article I also learned something. Why is the biggest trading hub overseas? And let's not just forget the illusion here. No government, no country, government is going to allow anybody to control their currency besides them. So is this going to be a universal currency? What happens to the countries that don't back it? Oh, that's right. Their currency will be much like the problem we had when we first founded this country, when no country would recognize our centennial coin because it was backed by nothing. We don't even know who created some of these currencies. That should be a red flag. It's been a social experiment. You guys have already been programmed for it. They're just waiting for the right thing. And we start seeing it. We've seen once. Everybody should pay attention to what happened to Venezuela. And Venezuela is not the only country suffering that right now. That's the news that they're not telling you, while everybody gets caught up on the trending stuff. I'm thankful that I've met people, know people that do report real stuff, real events around the world. Most importantly, they report the things that are happening in this country. But we'll see. Like I said, I'm going to end this stream. This is an experiment. I kind of want to view how it does for the next couple hours, and like I said, I'm going to take it down. But it's been interesting. Like I said, maybe it's time to do more experiments, find out how we can break through. And when we do, tell the others. This is more educational right now than anything. We need to find a way to get our stuff trending instead of fake news. People that can't even back their stories. They have no credibility. But they're going to, like I said, they're going to say, oh, we can't show you that, because we'd be violating laws. We got to protect him. That's why everybody's calling you on your bullshit and saying you blackmailed him, whoever he was. And I don't even think you did that. I think you're full of shit. Prove it to me. Prove it to us that you're telling the truth. Oh, I don't think you want to do that, because if you're actually telling the truth, you violated some laws there. And I've already caught you in some lies today. Like I said, learn how to be better liars if you're going to lie. Hey, I'll see you guys later. Like I said, I'll redo the Bitcoin video. That was more important than these idiots. And like I said, there's always other things in the background and mechanisms that are working. And some people probably don't even know that Time Warner is being sold out, and that AT&T is their buyer, and that CNN is part of Time Warner. So yes, bad publicity can actually be good for them, because it can help them jack the prices of the sale. It could hurt them too, but you know how you hurt them? Hey, tune them out. Keep with the memes. The memes are cool, but ignore them. Don't bite into it. In fact, if you're subscribed, show them, or you're following them, unfollow them. They don't have an audience, then they have nobody. They have nothing, and then they have no value. Food for thought. But like I said, I'm going to get off here. Now that things working right. Maybe I can actually do the real video I wanted to do instead of a social experiment. We'll see how this works. Like I said, I'll do a video on this before I delete this off here, seeing how many views it got, the analytics, which means it'll take about a day before I can actually see the analytics on this thing, just to see, because it's important to understand what we're dealing with, how to get our stuff out there. If we got to play the game, so be it. I'm willing to take the gloves off, because obviously we can't get anything out there to trend unless we pay for it. Then we're not even guaranteed to do that, as we found out in the video I did when I showed you. You know, unless you're going to pay, what was it, $100? No, it was above $25 to get above the 0 mark to guarantee views. So they could take your money up to $25, and you're not guaranteed to get your video viewed, because it says 0 first, which is important to understand that. So basically, you're going to spend $30 to $100 to get the views you need to grow your channels, to get your word out there, to even start to trend anything. I'm sure Project Veritas, if they'd ever released it, spent millions to get their video to trend. That's why they were asking for the donations. You know, which that's not an easy task either. I know channels that do it ask, run their super chats. Well, YouTube keeps making it harder to even do that. Now you create a YouTube channel. You can't monetize it until you get 10,000 viewers. You can't get a super chat until you get 1,000 viewers. Or 1,000 subscribers, my bad, not viewers. They're making it harder. I don't monetize my videos. Why? Because I'm not going to play the censorship game. I'm not going to play you control what content I put out there. I'm going to be part of the problem. Solution. That's another reason why I'm not going to give you money. Because if I'm giving you money, I'm just buying into the system that's broke. I'm basically saying it's okay for you to keep doing that. You're oppressing my free speech. You're oppressing the truth. You're oppressing people's stories that people might want to hear. Some stories need to be heard. I stumbled across a video today from 2015. I shared it on Twitter. Didn't get a like view or nothing. It was a homeless dude, filmed a homeless guy. He was playing a guitar. Dude had a message that was so true. And it goes back to what I had said yesterday. It's sad that the homeless sees what's going on better than we do. And he did. Verbatim, what he said was the truth, including social media. He spoke truth. And the guy just he heard him play with the guitar and just came up, started talking to him. Then started filming. The conversation they had was so enlightening because it was truth from a person that's seeing the world that they don't see him. He talked about a story about going up to a woman and asking her the time, and the woman freaked out, "Get away from me." It's like he said, "Well, where's my wife? Was water broke and I needed someone to use the phone." People fell in hard times after 2008. Middle class shrank, became poor. Many of the poor that had housing lost it and became homeless. We've got vets that are being ignored that are homeless. You know what? They see this world and the people in it better than we do. They see all the ugliness, but yet they still can find some beauty in it. Sad that we can't see, we can't have a conversation because of all of our differences, or because, text me. We don't even want to talk, we just want to text. While you're still on your social media accounts. Interesting. That's coming from a homeless guy that just couldn't get a break. But hey, can't get past what's people's attention when it's trending, and everybody's focused on the trending. You share them a heartening story that might change their view. It gets ignored, swept under. That's the problem with things today. But hey, I'm going to get off here. Like I said, I've seen a few people jump in and out. Obviously, they already jumped in here to hear about CNN blackmailing, which is sad in itself. You guys are programmed, you allowed yourself to be programmed to only be clickbaited, only to go after what's trending, not real news. I think, everybody needs to take a break, step away, take time to smell the roses. Trust me, I believe in carpe diem. Seize the day. But also know you got to take time to smell the roses, and see things clearly, see things for what they really are. And then you'll start to appreciate life more, appreciate the people that's in it. Everyone has a message. Everyone has a story. But if you're so stuck on what's trending, you don't hear that story. You miss it. You miss out on something that could change your life and make it even better. But I'm going to get off here. Like I said, I want to watch this video for a little bit. Well, when I say watch, I can watch it from the creator's page, and see how many views it gets for the next few hours. And we'll revisit it. It's interesting to see, can we find the loopholes we need to get our messages out, to be heard by new audiences? Can we compete against what's trending? Because that's what we're competing against. We're competing against trending clickbait and them wanting us to pay to play, which will silence most of these channels on here because they can't afford to pay to play. It's not going to silence mine because I'm not paying to play anything. I can play without it. I'll be happy with the 7 subscribers I got and all the ones that catch it on the Minds and Twitter, because obviously the analytics on YouTube don't match those other 2 sites. So, like I said, there's still more than one way to do things. Just trying to see, what do we got to do to wake people up and show them that, hey, not everything that's trending should be trending. Because sometimes that what is trending is meant to be trending to distract you from what's really going on. Pointed that out yesterday in the video I did yesterday for 4th of July. Maybe some of you guys should check it out. Yes, I know it's long, but it's loaded with information. Information that can help you guys. And that's what it's all about. But hey, going on an hour, I'm off here. Like I said, I'll redo the cryptocurrency video about it being hacked. And we'll just monitor this one for a little bit, see how it does.